So in this bag, I have some awesome, cool, and very powerful tech that you guys will need for your back to school season. And this is going to cover the spring semester and the fall semester because I know not all of us start classes in the fall. Some of us start classes in the spring that also happen to carry over into the fall. So that's why I'm doing it in the spring semester and not in the fall semester. Now you take notice I also do a summer semester video, so hopefully I should have one of those coming out too, with everything permitting. Now let's go ahead and unpack this backpack. I'll be right back. I'm going to put this on my tripod and then we're going to get started. Alrighty then. So in today's video, we have a generic hybrid backpack. Now I know what you guys are thinking, why don't I know the name? Well, this backpack actually costs $5 from the secondhand store. I'm not going to get into how all that happened, but I do have a backpack recommendation of choice. And it is the Tarion backpack, which is a camera bag. This one goes for $100, but it is configurable so you guys can fit your laptop in here. It will fit up to 15.6 inches, and it's also got compartments in there for your other gear and stuff if you would prefer to have a name brand backpack. Otherwise, my recommendations for just generic backpacks, any backpack that can fit a laptop up to 16 inches, especially for you college students that are going to be carrying around notebooks all day. You guys don't want anything over 16 inches for a laptop, and you at least need 5 pockets, with one of those being a laptop compartment. Now, going straight into the unpacking of this backpack, we have here with us today in the very back my actually this is my gaming laptop, and this one I got back in October. It's a little bit of a slightly different one than some of the ones that I have done in the past. This is the Acer Nitro 5, and this is the 15-inch variant of it, and it's the V15 variant, so not the V16. This is the one that has the ports on the side, and this thing is pretty powerful. So my unit comes with a 4060 and an i7 13620H. Now, realistically, if you're going to be doing a lot of school assignments or programming, you probably need something a little bit more powerful, and this is going to handle it just well. Now, if you guys do opt for the 4050 model, note that not all models get the same port selection and in terms of Type-C. The only minor difference here is that Thunderbolt port, if you get the 4050 model, or if you get a different SKU with an AMD model, is either going to be 3.2 or USB 4. That's the only main difference here. So we have power jack, gigabit Ethernet, 2.1 HDMI port, 3.0, 2 USB-A ports on this side, one on the other side, a Thunderbolt port, and on this side, we also have a Kensington lock and a headphone jack next to that USB port. And then we have a ton of ventilation. Now, this laptop has gotten me through quite a few classes, and it holds up pretty well. It's got a very nifty, slim profile. You guys can see it's about only 23 millimeters thin, so it's not that bad. And it's 4.6, 4.71 pounds. I'd say the 4060, if you're traveling with it, it's going to feel more like 5.1 because you've got that 135 watt power adapter to go with it. So I'm going to set that to the side, and then we're going to also unpack my recommendation of choice for you gamers out there. So since this is a gaming laptop, I also got a controller. I actually have two technically, but this is the one that I use the most. Now this right here is the Xbox Elite Series 2. It's the core model, so it doesn't have the paddles on the back out of the box, but the model with the full Elite controller and the non-core model is only $10 more, $15 more, tax included. So just pick up the regular Elite version. I don't understand why I got this to begin with without getting the paddles. Didn't make sense to me looking back on it. But it's really cool because you can take these off, you can take this off, you can configure it with any kind of color or style you want with these types of, just drop that, these types of joystick, magnetic joysticks that you can remove. You can also pair this with any Windows laptop or your Xbox, and you can even set different profiles. So this one doesn't have the capture button. It actually has a button right here that's for changing the profiles, which you can set in the Xbox Accessories app. Now, granted, you will need a USB cable, but you get one in the box, and this one charges via USB-C when connected to your PC or console. When connected to your PC, you can set, like I said, you set those profiles, and it's very easy to do. And if you guys want me to do a video detailing how to do that, leave a comment in the description, and I'll make a video for you guys detailing how to do that. But this is my Windows controller of choice. But as you all know, I'm not just a console or a PC gamer. I'm also a mobile gamer. And if you know mobile gamers, you also need a mobile controller. So this right here is the Easy SMX. Now, this is the USB-C model, so it's going to be for Android, iPhone 15, iPhone 16. If you have an iPhone 14 or anything earlier than that, you're going to want the Lightning model, not the USB-C model. Now, this one has Hall effect joysticks, Hall effect triggers. It's got dedicated buttons on the side for turbo, capture, home, etc. Settings icon over here, and it even has pass-through charging. So if you guys are on a plane or on the bus or whatnot, you have your power bank with you. You're just traveling around. You need something to juice up your phone while you play. It has pass-through charging, so you can charge this right out of the box. And what's so unique about this is that it does not have Bluetooth functionality. Keep in mind, you will have to take your case off in order to use it. So if you're prone to dropping your phone like me, make sure you put the case back on your phone after you finish using this. Otherwise, your phone is prone to break. That is the flaw with mobile controllers. A lot of them will break your phone if you are not careful with them and you drop them while they're in the controller. And this is just because you're not really allowed to use your case while you have them. Now we have our storage device. This is the WD My Passport. This one also comes with the software preloaded onto the drive that you install to your computer, which allows you to set passwords to make your data more secure. It also is formatted out of the gate to work with any Windows PC, and it's backwards compatible with USB 3 and USB 2.0, so you can always get the faster transfer speeds with it. My model here is 2 terabytes. I'm going to be using this when I get my new laptop next week, which I'll be reviewing for the summer semester video. I'm going to ultimately hook this up to that, give it a little bit more extra storage, and this is good for offloading games, offloading files. You can sync your Google Drive files to it via the software, your OneDrive files to it via the software, and even your Dropbox files to it via the software as well. Now, my next recommendation, gosh, if I can actually talk today, is going to be the Nintendo Switch. Now, this here is the Redbox version, and if you guys are interested, there is a Hori SplitPad Pro controller that you can pick up at either Walmart or Best Buy or online, and it's really cool because you get these mappable buttons on the back. You get these things up here, which are supposed to be like a little kickstand for you, so if you're using it flat on the desk, it's at an angle where you can see it. And this is the Redbox version. I don't have the OLED. I'm sorry for the cracks in the screen. I got this one secondhand off of a friend. So my friend let me have this, and I'm so grateful that I got this from them. So thank you to them for giving me this. It's really nice. I love this thing because you can expand the micro SD card storage of the back. I put a 512 in here, and it's really useful. So if you have a device like a MacBook or like a Surface Pro or a Surface Laptop 7, you have an ARM-based processor, any kind of device that is not made to play games, you can supplement this in your bag for a portable gaming console. So if you're on a Windows on ARM laptop or you're on a MacBook netbook, you have something to game with because those devices don't support a wide variety of games. So you can load any kind of game you want up here. Note that it's not a Windows handheld PC, so it doesn't have the internet browsers or the same functionality for apps that the Windows PCs have. You have access to the basics that you need, but unfortunately, Nintendo locks down their OS, so you can't install anything but what they tell you can download to their software. So if you're really looking for a potential to download Epic Games apps, to download like I don't know, say City Skylines 2, to download Spider-Man, Miles Morales, to download any NBA games that are not available on the Switch. My suggestion is to pick up a Steam Deck OLED or to pick up an ROG Ally X as an alternative because this is going to be limited to what Nintendo Switch has to offer, and you're not going to get the full PC library, but you are going to get a good selection of games. Now that we've covered that, let's go over the tablet. This one is the Tab S9 FE. I've got a special case on it. This case is, I forgot what brand this is actually. You know what? If you guys can look at this case and tell me what the brand name is on this case, because I can't look it up right now, leave a comment in the description what the case brand is, because these are pretty generic and I've seen them on a lot of Samsung tablets. Like this case model for the S Pen, it's available on the S6 Lite with its own version by a different manufacturer, and even the flagship series. I have no idea who is giving them these designs, but this is really strange to see that they all have the same version of this case, but a different manufacturer. So let me know if you guys know what this is, because honestly, I don't know. But this is the S9 FE, and it's got the S Pen on the back, so it comes with that. This thing is gonna last you a really long time in battery. Like, I have my thing charged at 100% overnight. I put it in sleep mode. I kid you not. I have literally 95% battery after sleeping for 6 hours on standby, and I have 95% battery when I wake up in the morning. Like, this thing is gonna last you at least 2 days of mixed usage. 2 days of mixed usage. Now, if you're gonna be doing all-day gaming or whatnot, it's only gonna last you about 11 hours. If you're doing productivity or just watching YouTube, a little bit of standby time for, like, an hour or 2 here and there, this thing lasts you 2 days, 2.5, maybe even 3 days. Easy. Like, this thing is easily very long-lasting battery on this tablet. Now, really cool feature, like I said, you get that S Pen. So since you guys get that S Pen in the box, you guys can use it to navigate. I have Samsung Internet. I just pull this up and go to the home screen. So that's, don't mind my little order there that I have. I'll blur that out of the screen. I forgot to do that earlier, but this is really cool. Guys have access to the internet apps. I hover my thing over here and it acts like I can actually click on it sometimes. I don't know why it's not doing it. Oh, there it goes. Did it again. So yep, I can hover over it. It'll act like it's doing something or act like it's clicking. It's very cool. Have this side panel over here if you guys can see it. The side panel, I just pull that out. I can drag apps over here, so I can drag Google Chrome, put it here, open it side by side, multitask. I got Samsung Internet as my default browser. Now I have two browsers side by side, so I could use Samsung Internet on one side, use Google on the other side. I'll put YouTube down here in the bottom right if I want to, watch YouTube, put another app on top of it. Really cool. You guys can draw on this thing since it has the pen, and you guys also get access to Xbox Cloud Gaming, being that it's an Android tablet. You guys can access games and stuff. The amount of games you can run is limited by the graphics card on this thing that it has, or the GPU, I should say. Not graphics card, wrong term. But it's really simple. Just launch up a game you want. Say I want to play Minecraft. I don't play Minecraft. It runs pretty well. Has 90 hertz refresh rate, so it's really good and very smooth. And obviously, if you guys want to do webcam calls or any kind of FaceTime, Google Meet, etc., that's gonna be done up here. I believe it's a 1080p webcam with facial recognition. Don't quote me on that. I'll put it up on the screen once I find out. Um, but yeah, this is really cool, really great experience, and I love this tablet for pretty much everything I do. Is most of it has some form of work done on this tablet at some point in time, whether it be emails, whether it be drawing up some sketches for, like, if I want to ever redo my room again like I did a couple months ago, if I ever need to browse something like you guys saw there with that order that I did for the new laptop that I'm going to be reviewing soon on the channel. So yeah. Anyways, if you guys like this video, oh, I actually forgot one thing. Give me 1 second, because this is the most important part. You're gonna need some headphones. While I'm here, I almost forgot. Let me grab the headphones. So these are the JBL Tune wireless headphones. Now, I got these from the student store on campus, but you guys can just order them online. It's really easy to do, and they're anywhere between $60 to $100 for these. Now, you may be thinking, why is it $60 to $100? Because one thing, JBL makes really good headphones, and another thing, these are actually one of the few headphones on the planet with multi-point connection. That means if you pair this to two separate Bluetooth devices at the same time, you can pause your music on one device and watch YouTube on the other device without having to unpair the headphones and repair them. And you can pair a third device onto these headphones. So if by chance you need to switch from one multi-point device to another multi-point device and then keep the other device active, you can do so, and just as long as you disconnect the second device before reconnecting another second device to the headphones. So this is really useful. I use this for my laptop, and one of the cool things about it is that when I'm listening to music, sometimes I want to switch to my YouTube video on my laptop, or if I need to listen to a lecture, I'll switch to the lecture on my laptop and then switch back to my music. So this allows me to do that without having to constantly pause, take 5 minutes to unpair a stupid device that should only take 2 minutes to pair, and then try to hassle with it for the next 2 minutes after, so that I can actually get it to work. This is actually way easier, and I love it. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this YouTube video. I finally got all the tech out of the way. I'm sorry, I almost forgot the headphones. I know what time is it? Stand by. Okay, look at that, you guys. It's 4:36 in the morning. I am so sorry. It's so early, I didn't even know what time it was. Lord have mercy. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.